everybody, and welcome to Connie's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making homemade macaroni and cheese. This is a request for my sister who I made macaroni and cheese last week at the house and she wanted me to send her up some, but she's 600 miles away, so it's kind of hard to send mac and cheese. So I'm going to show her today how to make it with a crock pot. It's very, very simple. What you're going to want to do first is get dry macaroni, about 2½ cups. You can use elbow noodles, little shells, any kind of small macaroni you want. Boil it, drain it, and you should have a big pot about this much when you're done. You're going to put that to the side after you drain it. What you want to do is get your crock pot. You want to put it on high. First thing you're going to do is get one can that is 12 ounces, give or take a little. If you find a little bigger can, that's fine. You can play with this recipe if you want. You're going to put your evaporated milk in the bottom of your crock pot. And then what you're going to do is get sour cream. You've got about 2 cups of sour cream, and you're going to pour that in with the evaporated milk. Okay. The spices in this are very easy. You get mustard, yellow mustard. You can use spicy mustard if you want, but I prefer the yellow mustard in the macaroni and cheese so it's not so spicy. You're going to add about 1 tablespoon in there. I put a little bit of garlic powder in there as well, equal about a teaspoon or so. And again, you can give or take depending on how much garlic you like. It just gives it a nice flavor. And then what you're going to do is add some salt and pepper, a little bitty, a little dash of salt, a little dash of pepper. You don't need very much of that, but again, it gives it a pretty good flavor when you're done. Okay, what I do is I go ahead to the store. I don't shred my own cheese. It's a lot easier to buy the bags of already shredded cheese. I've got 2 cups of cheddar cheese in here, 2 cups of Monterey Jack cheese, and 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. I mix them all up in a bowl. And then I pour them in with the evaporated milk, the sour cream, all your spices, and then what I'm going to do is mix it all together to make it kind of smooth. And as your crock pot heats up, the cheese is going to start to melt, but you have the other ingredients in there so that it gets creamy instead of real stringy. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. This is about what it looks like. It's kind of liquidy now with little shreds of cheddar and all the cheeses that we just put in there. Now since your noodles are already cooked, they're not going to absorb too much of the liquid. This is just going to make a very creamy and thick cheese sauce. You're going to pour all your noodles in there. And again, they've already been cooked and drained. It's about 2½ cups of dry noodles. Stir that all together. Now this recipe makes a lot, so if you're just cooking for one, either be prepared to freeze some or eat a whole lot of macaroni and cheese. After it's all stirred together, what you want to do is leave it on high, put your lid on, crock pot on high, put your lid on, and you leave it for about 3 hours. When you come back, it's done, it's nice and creamy, all the cheese has melted, you don't need to stir it. You've got a nice brown crust around the end. If you wanted to, you could sprinkle some breadcrumbs on the top for the last hour of cooking. It'll get nice and crispy and give it a really good flavor. I'm going to leave the breadcrumbs off today. I hope you enjoy your macaroni and cheese. See y'all next time.